What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So as you guys have seen lately, we'll be doing some what ifs for these last few 2K25 rebuilds we have left in the tank, and another one of you guys just commented another beautiful idea that you guys seem to be interested in, so here we are. So gotta give a huge shout out to Brendan Wilcox for this one. He had commented down below that we should do a Bucks rebuild where the Bucks never trade for Damian Lillard, and yeah, it actually sounds like a great idea right now, especially the timing of the Bucks buying out Damian Lillard this offseason and having to pay him for the next 5 years, even though he's not going to be on the team. We're going to go back in time and stop the Milwaukee Bucks from ever trading for Damian Lillard. Let's jump in and do this Milwaukee Bucks what if in NBA 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Especially drop a like if you're enjoying these what ifs. We're obviously getting to the closing end of 2K25, so things are a little dead, which I do completely understand. But once 2K26, obviously the vibes will be back up, and then yeah, we'll be off, strong and whatever. But yeah, as far as the Milwaukee Bucks are concerned, obviously, like I said, they just bought out Damian Lillard in real life. I'm using a 2K share scenario once again. It seems like an okay roster, but again, usually when it comes down to these throwback rosters that someone created, they're never exactly the best, I will be honest with you. So I don't even know how good these contracts are related to what it was like. I think the rosters are pretty decent for the most part, but obviously, like I said, Damian Lillard became available. He wasn't traded till the later stages of the offseason, but in this video, we're never going to trade for Damian Lillard. Instead, this is what we currently have on this roster. So the Milwaukee Bucks, which I had to refresh my memory on how it went down, but they just came off a loss in the playoffs to the Miami Heat in 5. I don't remember why. I don't know if there was any context that I should be remembering, like if Drew or Middleton were hurt or something like that, or if Giannis missed some games. I can't remember at all. Regardless, though, we're still in this offseason after losing in the first round, so you'd have to think there would be some changes coming. Now, it looks like almost every single player I'm looking at is a free agent here, and I don't know if that was exactly true, but I guess we'll have to see. Other than Drew Holiday, which I'm not even sure if that contract's completely correct. Like I said, it's never going to be perfect unless we went back to like an old 2K, where the timeline was that. But let's go ahead and hit the draft lottery up. This will obviously be a new, fresh, spin on the lottery as well. The draft picks aren't even correct, so Thunder via Utah, I think that, is the modern day right now, but it is what it is. So Spurs still get their one overall picks. They still get to draft Wembanyama. That's pretty funny. As far as our pick is concerned, it looks like our pick is still going to Brooklyn here. That's via Phoenix, Hawks via LA. Like I said, a lot of this isn't even completely correct, but as long as we can focus on the Bucks side of things, we should be good throughout this video. But we got Doc Rivers, the head coach, which obviously was Mike Budenholzer at the time, and I think they did fire him, if I'm not mistaken. So they obviously hired Adrian Griffin. That didn't go too well, and he got fired pretty quickly into his tenure. So I think we'll just go ahead and keep Doc Rivers because maybe that's where it would have headed anyway. So let's head to draft night now, and let's see if there's anything we want to do on draft night. I don't think there is. We don't have a draft pick, and I don't know if we have any like crazy tradable contracts we can worry about right now. So we do have, our pick back from the Damian Lillard trade. I think these two to be exact. But let's go ahead and go to the player options and see what we got going on here. So Middleton declines, and then you got Connaughton, Carter, and Beauchamp, which will all be accepted. Middleton and Bobby Portis are both declining, which are two guys we probably need to re-sign because if we let them walk for nothing, that could be troublesome. So, and then Brook Lopez, I think, is a free agent too. So the main thing we need to do here is re-sign everybody because that's like the best possible thing we could do, I think, right now. So we'll re-sign Chris Middleton to a new deal. We'll re-sign Brook Lopez to a new deal, and we'll re-sign Bobby Portis to a new deal. I think that all makes sense to get those guys all locked up because if we lose any of them, that would really hurt our foundation. So since those guys were just re-signed, there's not really anything we can do as far as making a trade with those guys. But I'm still okay with trading Drew Holiday away. They did end up trading Drew Holiday away for Damian Lillard, which obviously was a swing and a miss, unfortunately. And I like Drew Holiday, but if we're going to do anything different compared to what we just saw, we probably should make some kind of moves. But maybe we do keep Drew Holiday. I guess it kind of depends on what moves we can make, but we really can't just go into the season running it back. Like, it's probably not a good idea based off the real life context and results. So I'm going to see if I can cook anything up early on in this Bucks rebuild and make something happen. I am quite tempted by this trade with the Los Angeles Clippers for Drew Holiday. We would be sitting Drew Holiday and Connaughton. We get Norman Powell out of the trade, and we'd also get Zubac. I mean, Zubac obviously becomes a stud for the Clippers, but obviously this would be early on before he was. I think he was still there and was a good player, but maybe not to the point where they would have wanted. And obviously the Clippers, I think at this point, had like Paul George and Kawhi and all that. So yeah, they do currently right now. So they're still trying to make it work over there so they can bring in Drew Holiday to pair with Paul George and Kawhi. To me, it seems perfect. So I think this trade we're going to do. I have a feeling that Drew Holiday is looking to probably going to regress this offseason quite a bit. So that is why I'm totally game for this. Now, I do want to see if I can find a way to squeeze a first out of them. I have no idea if we can, but we need as many assets as possible. They're going to say no to that, though. What if I give you Javon Carter as well? Would you give me a pick? No. So not going to agree to that. So I think we just have to do the straight up swap, unfortunately. And now they're saying they're contender, even though they were just offering me that. So let's try that again. But Drew Holiday trade is going to result in getting us Zubac and Norman Powell. So that's the trade we're going to be doing instead of trading him for Damian Lillard. Gives us kind of a big hole at the point guard spot right now. But one thing I do notice that our center rotation could be damn good. And we can move Bobby Portis to the 4 now to back up or even start potentially. So obviously we have, or no, he's going to back up. Why did I say start? I mean, we could, no. We could technically, but we're probably going to have Bobby Portis remain off the bench. He's a good, energy guy. So bring Bobby Portis off the bench still. None of these guys are safe. At the trade deadline, we still might make a plethora of moves, but now we need a true point guard on the team. We don't have that. So we're going to have to hope that there's maybe one, like there's like a Rubio's here, and then Goran Dragic is, I guess, a guy we can maybe look to re-sign. Miles Turner, who obviously ends up on the Bucks in real life, we can give up $5 million to someone. So I have a feeling we can steal someone on day 12, but that was the first of many moves to potentially come. But let's see if there is a point guard we can steal for not much money. So there's like Alvarado, D'Anthony Melton, Trey Jones. Like, would Trey Jones sign a 1-year, $5 million deal? No, not quite. That's unfortunate. He would have been okay. Trey Jones, not going to happen. Let's see. We got Goran Dragic. Monte Morris, low-key, might be our best bet. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to go ahead and give Monte Morris a deal. He'll probably be the best traditional point guard we can get. So you do still have Powell and Brook Lopez regressing, but those are 2 contracts we can use at the trade deadline. So these were just the first chapter of moves. There's definitely more to come. So I'll see you guys with rotation going into year number 1. So one thing that's really annoying is I could not find a single good created draft class for 2024. So that's quite annoying. So that sucks. So we have to use the 2K's historic draft class. And one thing, and this is even correct. What am I looking at right now? Aaron Wall, Charlie Harper. Like, this is even, I'm glad I looked at this because this is obviously not a historic draft class. So yeah, man, this crap is just broken when it comes to, trying to do throwback rebuilds. I'm going to be honest with you. It kind of sucks. So I'm still gonna have to look for one, but for now I'll show you guys rotation. So yeah, I'm glad I actually looked at that to double check what it was. So we have Monte Morris, Norm Powell, Chris Middleton, Giannis, Zubac, Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez, Grayson Allen, and Beauchamp all off the bench. Now clearly there will be some more moves made at the trade deadline. I like some things that we have. Like obviously Giannis is here to stay. Middleton, I mean, we'll see. I'd be open to trading him, but I guess it just kind of depends what the offers are. And then you got Portis, Brook Lopez. So, like, to me, almost everybody is available other than maybe Zubac, we just got, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like, those are the 2 guys we'll probably keep building around. But we're going to do our best to make sure we're in prime position to get Giannis another ring, hopefully by making some moves at the trade deadline that are necessary. I'm really liking this trade when it comes to trading for Alex Caruso off the Chicago Bulls. We obviously know what kind of player Alex Caruso is. He is a winning caliber player. We could probably start him at point guard or have him start somehow, some way, or maybe he comes off the bench. We'll figure it out, but we know how good Caruso can be for a contender. He's only averaging 4 points in Chicago right now, so I don't know what his minutes are there, but I'm going to trade Norman Powell to make it happen. So I am totally okay with this. Powell is on an expiring contract. Alex Caruso is already still a better overall, so I am totally fine with this trade. So we're going to be moving or bringing Caruso in. So that's going to be our first of probably many moves at the trade deadline right now. Zubac is pissed off for some reason, but Caruso is going to be the first move, and I like that. Kind of replaces the defense that, Drew Holiday is probably better defender than Caruso, but Caruso is a damn good defender as well. So we're going to continue to make moves, but I love that first edition. Alex Caruso is a great first edition to get this thing kicked off. And now we're just going to combine the same trade with the same team, basically. So we're going to pretend that the 2 trades were collabed together. We'll be sending Javon Carter and Brook Lopez over to the Chicago Bulls. I like to trade a lot. Nikola Vucevic is obviously going to fit extremely well for us. I do feel like we should toss them a pick or something because it's kind of weird that they're trading Vucevic. But the Chicago Bulls are a poorly run front office anyway. So although I will say he's not playing that well this season, his 3-point shot is looking really bad, which I'm surprised by. But Brook Lopez isn't shooting much better. But Vucevic is just a better overall in general. So him and Zubac as a center rotation I can get down with. So that is going to be the second trade we're making. I think I still have one more in the tank here to make at the deadline, though. I think it's got to be this when it comes to getting our point guard to pair next to Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think Trae Young and Giannis would be an incredible duo. Obviously, Damian Lillard and Giannis didn't work out so well, so I don't know. I still think this could work, though. At least in 2K, it can work. So what I'm going to try to do, unfortunately, Chris Middleton might have to be the sacrifice here. We'll have Alex Caruso paired next to Trae Young to hide him on defense. We obviously already have, Giannis to hide him as well. So I feel like we'll be in a good position. Now, who becomes a starting small forward is going to be a little interesting to figure out, but I think we do this. So Chris Middleton will head to Atlanta. That's the hope anyway. So we'll throw Monty Morris in here, and I guess we're going to have to include. So we're probably going to have to make this a little bit of a bigger trade than, well, actually, no. So would they do this, though, with Middleton being the centerpiece? We just gave him a new 5-year deal, so that's why this becomes a little weird also. But I don't know. I'm going to throw every pick I have. This is going to be our all-in move for Trae Young. So let's see if they want Bobby Portis, still going to be DeAndre Hunter. I mean, I'm actually okay with that. That would actually solve our small forward problem that I was kind of hinting at. So yeah, by all means, sign me up. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this trade. We're going to get Trae Young and DeAndre Hunter at the trade deadline. So we just traded for Trae Young, Alex Caruso, Nikola Vucevic, and DeAndre Hunter. So pretty unrealistic, I will admit. That getting all that done. Now I will say we do remember the Cavs like trade their whole team at the trade deadline that one year when they had LeBron, but more than likely that this was a wild trade deadline that would never happen in real life. But I can't say I'm disappointed by what we did. I feel like this team is in a very good spot now. We could also probably just run an 8-man rotation for the rest of the season, and this gives Giannis a chance, I think. So we're right now the 5th seed in the East. We shook up the roster quite a bit, that is for sure. But Trae Young, Giannis duo, it moves me, man. I like it. So we'll see if it clicks as much as I think it will. We added Caruso, Vucevic, DeAndre Hunter. I mean, this should in theory be a good team to compete in the East, but go find out. So at the end of year number 1, Nikola Jokic wins MVP. Wemby is Rookie of the Year. Like I said, I don't know why he's wearing 53. That looks very weird, but he does win Rookie of the Year regardless. Simon's your 6th man in Portland. Giannis is your DPOY. And Goodwin's your most improved. And Anthony Edwards, clutch player. And Finch is your coach of the year as they went 73-9. Holy moly. So Jokic, Embiid, Luka, Giannis, and Anthony Edwards all be first team. I don't think we'll see Trae Young. Oh, no, Trae Young does make it. So I'll be at 13 for Trae Young, averaging 25-9. I love to see that. Giannis, all defensive first team. Not shocking there. And here's our all rookie team. So where are some of these guys at? So Wemby's, of course, still in San Antonio. Scoot went to Brooklyn. Amon went to Utah. Daniels to Dallas. And Anthony Black went to New Orleans. You got Brendan Miller to Atlanta. Cam Whitmore to Houston. Jarris Walker to Brooklyn. Hendricks to Detroit. And Melvin Spencer, which I have no idea who that is, but he makes all rookie second team as well. Okay. So we end up as the 5th seed in the East. We get to play the Charlotte Hornets, ironically enough. So here is your player stats. 27-11 from Giannis. 25 from Trae Young. 15-9 from Nikola Vucevic. Not bad. 14 from DeAndre Hunter. 12 from Grayson Allen. 11 from Zubac. 6 from Beauchamp. And 5 from Alex Caruso. All right. Well, I mean, I feel like our first round matchup should swing in our favor. It's literally the Hornets. They have not had success in I don't know how long. We're looking at, I guess they got James Harden somehow. LaMelo and James Harden is your duo over there. Other than that, the team is not that terrifying. So I hope we wouldn't lose to this team in round 1. But if we do, it gives us the perfect excuse to just fire Doc Rivers as soon as we see him next time. So it'll be on site. We're up 3-1. And can we beat them in 6, preferably? Like, if we're struggling against this team, though, that doesn't give me a lot of optimistic hope that we'll go deep in these playoffs. But let's see, I guess. Okay, this is a close game, and this is going to a Game 7. I don't love that. I'm going to be honest with you. Game 7 is going to happen. So let's see if we can't get out of here and win on the road in Game 7. But this is closer than I would want. And, dude, we're going to lose to this team. Oh, boy. That's not a good start. So, 116 and 137. We had no business losing to that Hornets team. That Hornets team was pretty bad. Like, I don't know why we lost to that team, but it is what it is. That's 2K for you sometimes. So, Knicks and Timberwolves. Would we have beaten the Knicks? I have no idea. I mean, we would have given it a shot, obviously, but who knows if it would have went, well or not. So, the Wolves beat the Knicks in 4 games, and they go on and win it all. They did go 73-9, so that's not too shocking. LeBron James going to call it. A lot of crazy retirements here. You got Thad Young retiring, and then Al Horford's calling it in New Orleans. But lottery won't matter for us. Our pick is long gone. You got Warriors number 1, and then our pick's going to the Bulls. As far as staff sign is concerned, Yeah, you can go, my friend. I'm sorry. It's time for you to go. So, Doc Rivers is gone. Anything will be better than Doc Rivers at this point. I will give Joe Mazzulla a contract if he's sitting here in free agency. Kenny Atkinson, there's Jason Kidd. Like, I'd throw him an offer. I think he coached the Bucks at one point. But, hey, if you want to have a reunion, I am totally open for business here. And then Ime Udoka, yeah, sign me up for Ime. So, one of those guys. The Mazzulla or Udoka? Which one would I rather have? I mean, technically, Udoka is a little bit better on the defensive side of football. So I'm going to grab Ime Udoka here to be our new coach here in Milwaukee. So I love that. And now we can head to draft night, even though, as I mentioned, this is probably not going to matter for us too much. So, yeah, we literally only have one pick for the future, which is, yeah, makes sense. So Trae Young declines the player option. Bochamp's a free agent. Obviously, Marjan didn't really become a good player at all. I think he's like signing two-way contracts nowadays, but in this scenario, he's a 78 overall, so we got to keep him. So, Trae Young, I mean, he was the big addition of the deadline. We gave up a lot to get him, so yeah. Well, oh my. Okay. Sorry, buddy. I don't know if your potential is through the roof, but asking for $31 million is pretty crazy when you're signing two-way contracts nowadays. So, I don't think I can get behind that. Now, Vucevic, I think I am going to resign. Probably to a short-term deal, though, because I don't want to be committed to him long-term. Beauchamp, I'm open to bringing back on the qualifying offer, and if he goes up to like a 87 overall or something for some reason, like, why is he asking for that much money? That's like my only guess, is that he's about to hit like a huge jump in overall, and that's like, I mean, I guess that would justify it a little bit, but really not quite. So if we get Beauchamp back, he'll be our backup 3. So we need to sign another guard. So we got Luke Kennard or Norm Powell. So we did just have Norm Powell, Gary Harris as well, or anything else. I mean, there's a couple G League guys, but those guys usually don't do it for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get Luke Kennard, one of the best shooters in the NBA. So go for him, and we'll get Luke Kennard signed, which is nice. And I guess we just have to hope Beauchamp is willing to accept this qualifying offer, because I'm not handing the man $31 million a year. He got me 10 times twisted. I don't know why you're asking for that much money. Unless you're about to go to an 87 overall, I can't give you that much money. And even then, it'd be tough. He's up to an 80. So, yeah, I was not going to give him that much money. Kennard stays at around a 76. Crusoe's an 80. You got Hunter, 84. So, yeah, for whatever reason, this team just did not click last year. But we've already kind of went all in on it. So, we have to hope that it will improve. So, and now we can load the actual top draft classes here. So, it won't be a struggle to find a 2024 draft class. We'll have the top one just literally sitting on our face right here. So, that's good. All right, we're about to catch up to modern times. So, fourth seed in the East, or our fourth power rank, I should say. We have a brand new coach, so there's no Doc Rivers effect here anymore. So we'll just have to see if things go differently this time. It was very disappointing last year. We'll go to 50 bench utilization. We'll go 9-man rotation only. So we got Trae Young, Caruso, Hunter, Giannis, Vucevic, Zubac, Beauchamp, Grayson Allen, and Luke Kennard. I like it personally. We'll see what happens. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. And so far, we're off to a damn good start. Hopefully we can keep that up. So at the end of this season, Jokic wins MVP. Dalton Stevens is your Rookie of the Year. James Harden's your 6th man. Bam Adebayo is your Defensive Player. Most Improved goes to Brandon Miller in Atlanta. Jokic also wins Clutch Player. And again, the Timberwolves are damn good, so that's not shocking. But we do have Giannis, again, making All-NBA first team, averaging 29 and 11. Here's your All-NBA second team and All-NBA third team. So no Trae Young this time. Or no, he's right there. He's in front of my face. 26 and 11, almost 50, 40, 90 as well. So that's great to see. And here's your offensive first team with Giannis, and then All-NBA or defensive second team. You got Evan Mobley, Chet Robinson, Jokic, and AD. All rookie teams, which doesn't really, unfortunately, matter for us. But we are the third seed in the East, and we get to draw the Knicks, who we didn't get a chance to play last year. Could have potentially if we would have gotten past Charlotte, but we'll never know. But now we get a chance. So 29, 11, and 5 from Giannis, 25 and 11 from Trae Young, 14 and 8 from Vucevic. You had 13 and 3 from DeAndre Hunter, 10 from Beauchamp, and 10 and 9 from Zubac. I mean, he's been good. He's shooting 43% from 3, but I just couldn't give him what he was asking for, obviously. I'd still like him back if we are able to, but we'll see. So New York in round 1, they have Brunson, RJ Barrett, Josh Hart, Julius Randle, Robinson, Emmanuel Quickly, Marion Gibson, Miles McBride. Yeah, it looks like that draft class I downloaded, or maybe this guy's just randomly generated from somewhere. I have no idea. I mean, he went undrafted. He's at 82 overall. So, I don't know. That's why using some of these scenarios are such a mess. But game 1 is going to go to us, 137 to 111. So, 22 from Randall, 27 to 10 from Trae Young, 23 from Vucevic, 21 from Hunter, 21, 8, and 7 from Giannis. Game 2 is going to go to us as well. We beat them by 4 this time, so we've won both games at home. What about on the road? How do we fare there? And we're up 3-0. So this is looking like a clean sweep of the Knicks. So I would have loved to. Oh, they do win game 5 though, and we beat them in 5. Okay, so I would have loved to have had an opportunity to play them, but it looks like Charlotte might be coming in to play us again. They beat us, man. So I'd love to get some revenge against them. So Charlotte has Asar Thompson, which I did not notice that last year. So that is cool for them. Harden, Tyus Jones, Drummond. I mean, again, I'm not very intimidated by the roster. I don't know why we lost to them last year. Let's see if it's any different this time. Game 1 is going to go to us, 138 to 122. LaMelo Ball with 34. 34 from Trae Young to match that. Game 2 is going to go to them. Game 3 is going to go to them. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. This Hornets team is weird. How are they so good? I truly don't know. I feel like they shouldn't be. So we're going to go 8-man rotation here and get back in this. Why are the Hornets giving us so many problems? They're blowing us out already to start this game. Is LaMelo Ball just our kryptonite? Although we're getting back in it. Can we get the lead, though, here eventually? We do. Oh, my gosh. We tied it. Okay, so we avoid going down 3-1. I don't know why this team is giving us such fits. I don't get it. But, all right. We'll go on the road in Charlotte to try to take a 3-2 lead, which we desperately need, it seems like. So, hopefully we can hang on. And, again, the Hornets are going to backdoor us and take the 3-2 lead. Man, this is crazy. Okay. Game 6 at home in Milwaukee. I'm not holding my breath at this point. I feel like this Hornets team is starting to own us. Don't know why, but they are. Can we hang on? Oh my gosh, we barely hang on. I mean, this was a game 7 we had last year, though, to be fair. So, am I missing something? Why is this team so good? I have no idea. I mean, Drummond and Mark Williams are center rotation. I mean, I don't know. Is James Harden averaging 30 off the bench or something? No. I don't get it. This team is just clicking for some reason. All right. Well, this is a big game 7. We lost this team last year. We're on the road again. Fingers crossed it swings in our favor. But let's see. This, for whatever reason, is the team that's been giving us some issues, and they're going to beat us, I think. That's going to be 2 game 7. 2 game 7s lost in a row to this bum Hornets team. Dude, I'm sorry, but this team is not good. Why are we losing to them? I don't get it. I have no clue. I'm very confused on why that is the case. But, I mean, what can I do? Maybe we find a new center. I don't know. But for whatever reason, the Hornets have beaten us twice now. And now they're in the finals. And, of course, they get swept by Denver. I would have had a better chance to beat the Denver Nuggets. I'm convinced. Jokic is your Finals MVP. And their team, they have Shaedon Sharpe for whatever reason. But, oh, my gosh. Okay. I need the Hornets to just fall off. I don't know what's going on there, but they've been our problem. So our pick once again does not belong to us, which is not a shocker. Staff signing Ime Udoka. I mean, he got us. I mean, same results as last year to Doc Rivers. So I don't know. So we got no picks. I mean, I don't really expect much to change this time. The only thing I may look to do is probably trade Vucevic, maybe for a little bit of a younger guy. That's like the only thing I can think of, but I'm going to go ahead and re-sign DeAndre Hunter and get him back. And then I'm still optimistic about bringing Beauchamp back as well. He seems like a really good rotational piece for us. But Vucevic, let's see if we move him for... I mean, I'd like a center to replace him, but we'll see. Okongwu in a second. Atlanta wants to give me Okongwu. We could be, or Hardenstein. Ooh, I love Hardenstein. Hardenstein is a backup. Ricky Harrison, the Orlando Magic, want to bring back Vucevic. Let's do that. So bring in Hardenstein. Hardenstein and Caruso were able to get OKC a championship, so I'm hoping that'll be the same thing here. Zubac will have a clear path to start, and Isaiah Hardenstein will just back him up. Now, neither one of them provide the spacing that Vucevic kind of did, although he was never shooting that well for us. So is it a really big loss? I guess not. So the only thing I can maybe look at is if we traded Grayson Allen. I do like his shooting, though, which is why I've kept him around. 42% from 3. So if I don't see anything I like here, we'll just rock with him. So Robinson, we don't need another center. McConnell. Yeah, nah, I'll just keep him. I'll just keep him. So we'll bring back Beauchamp. I'd be open to bringing back Kennard as well, or Buddy Hield, either one. I think both of them are fine shooters. So we'll go Buddy Hield this time to change it up. And then Beauchamp, hopefully he comes back in his qualifying offer, and we'll just run it right back. So that's all we can do. We made all our moves, basically. So let's see. So Beauchamp will come back. He does not move up anymore. He's only an 81. Harrison's up to a 73, which is nice. Don't even know who that is. But all right. We'll see. Zubac didn't move anymore. Hunter's still an 83. So it all kind of relies on Giannis and Trae Young's shoulders with the nice rotational pieces we have around them, role players. I think this is good enough to win it all, in my opinion. I really do. Don't know why the Hornets have given us such issues. If we get past them, then maybe we could beat anybody. We'll see, though. I would like to just not see them make the playoffs at all. That'd be the best part. If that could happen, that would be fantastic. So, proficiency, though, is 4-star balance. So it looks like it goes down a little bit this year. We'll go 9 rotation. And I will see you guys at the end of year number 3 or 4, whatever this is. And hopefully in the playoff mix again. And we'll see if we got what it takes to beat the Hornets finally, man. So this time around, we do get Giannis winning an MVP trophy, which is cool. Cooper Flagg's Rookie of the Year in DC. Kobe White's your 6th man. Giannis is your depoy. Sar's your most improved. So obviously he's developing. So that becomes kind of an interesting part of that Hornets team. I have to assume we'll maybe see them again. Jokic is your clutch player and Budenholzer's Coach of the Year in Cleveland. And then Frank Roberts is your executive as we went 58 and 24. We got Giannis and Trae Young both making All-NBA first team, which is beautiful. And here's your All-NBA third team and All-NBA second. Giannis, again, offensive first team, no surprise there. And we are the 2nd seed in the East. Charlotte right now is the play. Oh my gosh, dude. If I see them in round 1, we get eliminated, I promise you I'm breaking this monitor. No, I'm not. I don't have the money for that. But 32 from Giannis, 32 from Trae Young. So both of them are doing their thing. And then the other thing that I haven't looked at once throughout this video, how about we look at those team stats? So offensive rating, we were number 1. Defensive rating, we were number 8. Okay. So it is not Charlotte. It is Washington. So we avoid the Charlotte Hornets for once, and we get to play the Wizards, who have Hawkins, Beal, Flagg, Collins, Gafford, Denny Avdia, Corey Kispert, Max Christie, and Dario Saric. I'm going to be honest, though. Playing Cooper Flagg is a little intimidating, too, because we know how good he could be. But we're up 1-0, 148 to 141 to 124, 52 and 46. Holy crap. If they're going to continue that, then we should be good, right? 2-0, 3-0. We're in good business, I think. Beat them in 5. Yes. Okay, so we're on to the second round to play Detroit. So let's see what Detroit's got going on. We have not had to play them just yet. Cade, Jordan Poole, Hendricks, Bagley, Şengün, Mark Williams, Isaiah Stewart. So Mark Williams did leave Charlotte and went to Detroit instead. I mean, it's not a bad team, though. This team, Cade was averaging 40 in the first round as well. Game 1 is going to go to Detroit. Game 2 is going to go to them as well. Are we just kind of cursed right now? I don't know. Let's see if we can tie this series on the road, though. Like, maybe we have what it takes to tie this series. If we go down 3-0, just, you know... Oh, God. I'm scared. Oh, that was way too close for comfort. Let's go 8-man rotation. Let's shrink bench utilization down. I mean, this is a must-win scenario right now. We cannot afford to lose, honestly, right now. We need to win game 4, and we need to win game 5, but it's another very close game. We barely won the last game, and we aren't winning this one. So we're down 3-1. I mean, I don't know. There's just something about this team that's just not gelling, I guess, that this is not going to work. But maybe we decide to come back from 3-1. It's been a close game. This one, and we will win this one, though. So 122 to 146. Just gotta win one more and a game 7 can happen, right? Like, you know, it's not too much to ask for. Go win game 6 convincingly, and then we get a game 7. That would be my dream right now, to avoid getting eliminated here. Gotta get back in this game. We do late, and we will force a game 7. 55 and 8 from Trae Young, 22, 6 and 8, and 20 from Beauchamp, who got a starting spot in this one. Okay. Whew, I'm nervous, but game 7, here we go. Just to get to the conference finals. Can we do that? Start off with the lead in this game. We have a somewhat close game, though, as they are right behind us. They take the lead late. We take it back. This is going in our favor, I think, as long as we don't blow a lead, and we got out of there alive. 123 to 137. We get to the conference finals. Now we get to play Cleveland or Brooklyn. I'm definitely hoping to see. Actually, they both look really good. I don't know who I'd rather play. It's gonna be the Nets, though. So at least we get home court advantage. Like, we'll see how that looks for us. But I mean, it's a good team I'm looking at when it comes to Brooklyn. So game 1 goes to them. I have a bad feeling about this, by the way. Game 2, we even it up. Okay. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. We're good. Beat them in 5, we're in the finals. Okay, I honestly thought that Brooklyn team was going to beat us for some reason. I don't know why. It was a gut feeling that I had, but thankfully, we took care of business. Golden State, Minnesota. The Timberwolves did win a championship earlier. So we got Anthony Edwards. What do they look like right now? So they got Conley, Edwards, McDaniels, Cat, Still, Naz Reid, Capella, Gobert, TJ Warren, and Josh Richardson. All right. Fingers crossed this swings in our favor. Game 1 goes to us. Good start. 144 to 105. Trae Young and Giannis have been incredible in these playoffs, by the way. I mean, Trae Young's averaging 40 in the playoffs. And that's through how many games? A lot. That's all I'm going to say. Game 2, fingers crossed. It goes to Minnesota. Game 3 goes to them. Okay, we got to win game 4 or we're in trouble. So game 4, desperate times. We got Caruso back in the starting lineup. We got to win on the road here to tie this series. If we don't, we're probably in trouble. Let's see if we can't hang on to this. We've had the lead most of the game. They're trying to get back in it, and we will hang on and win game 4. Okay, big game 5. We're at home, so we got 2 games at home. Let's win the first one, or at least 2 games at home if this goes to 7. So it's looking good, though, for us to win this one, I think, as long as we don't blow it. We will win game 5. Okay, game 6, void of game 7. Okay, we've done it. All right, we won a championship. I don't know why Charlotte owned us. If we would have saw them again, we probably would have lost. I don't know why that was the case, but I will say we got it done at the end of the day. It took a little bit there, a lot of trial and error, but we got it done. Yes, I have rewritten history, I guess. I mean, to be honest with you, like I said, that trade deadline was pretty unrealistic for the most part. But I did try to go all in for Giannis, and we did a good job, I think. We made it all happen. So, hope you guys enjoyed it as we're wrapping up 2K25, heading into 2K26. These what-ifs have been fun. So, drop a like if you're enjoying them, and I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.